Hey everybody, what I'm doing today is I'm gonna cut a few pieces, kind of show you how I do it, why I do it, what I do it. Well, just like that, clean off some of this debris. Right here I just got a Harbor Freight tile saw. It's not the greatest, but it does the job and at a decent price. So we got here is I got a rock with a little bit in it. I'm going to try to cut a slice off of that. I got some black quartz. Take a couple slices off of that. This one I already sliced. I don't want to try again, but I got this one over in the prep station. Then I want to get another slice off of this. Just kind of a neat looking rock. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, it's a little noisy, but not super bad. Like I said, a little noisy. So yeah, I'll take a slice off this one. And not too bad. Sure, I want that kind of rock, but that's the other half. Like I said, the saw does pretty quick work of it. Yeah. And overall, not bad. I'm not sure how well this will turn out once it's finished, but we'll see. But yeah, from here, I move on. And what I do over here is I got a 60 grit grinding wheel. And I like to kind of shape the edges off, you know, take the sharp corners off. Sometimes you kind of get to see the shape I want out of it. Any pieces that are loose will basically vibrate right off. Yeah, pretty simple. Well, this is my dopping station. This is where I heat up my wax, my rocks, and just set the rocks around the rim. It heats them up nicely so they stick to the wax better. When the wax is hard, it's hard. And you see my fingernails barely cutting it. This is a piece of rose quartz that I've already got, you know, a mark on it where I want to shape it to. I can do that all the time and easy enough to shape them on the big grinding wheel, but a lot of times I just want to make whatever out of them, you know, it doesn't matter. It's another piece here, but it's got a crack in it, so it's no good. But the dopping station's pretty simple. The bigger the rock, the bigger the stick you use. Most of the time I like this size stick, but yeah, you just get some dopping wax on your stick. And what I do is I take it over here and roll it a little bit at an angle so it leaves a bunch on the end and stick it to the rock. I don't recommend always doing this with just your fingers. Some people just wet their fingers to mold it, but my hands don't really feel this heat. It's only a couple hundred degrees, so. But yeah, you want to get your dopping stick kind of straight up and down on your rock like that, and as it cools it gets pretty darn solid. This one I'm probably going to end up cutting 2 out of, so we'll wait on that one. But this big one here I want to play with pretty good, so I want to use a big dopping stick and lots of wax on it. The reason I roll it here is make sure it gets to the stick really well. And I do like to do quite a few at a time. That rock got pretty hot, but sitting here in the hot sun too, so that does help. But yeah, and I just keep doing that till I got all my rocks ready. This one I've already started, fell off the dopping stick, which happens. And the wax itself, you just put the stick in here till it heats up. And I use a little piece of plastic, just kind of scrape the wax back in there and reuse it. Same on some of the ones that I've messed up, made too small. It happens. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish dopping all these and we'll move on to the next step. Yeah, here is my faceting machine, which I've just got set up as a flat lap right now. It's not bad. I got 120 grit on here. I have all the way up to 3,000 grit, but the one we're going to work with right now is just this rock, and go for it. You can see it takes a little bit of time. And I do put a little pressure going down on it. And then what I want to do is just basically grind it till it's almost to the black line all the way around. And with the rose quartz, you got to be careful, because I can see a fracture line right there, but it doesn't go very far. I've ruined so many of these pieces because it likes to fracture. Yeah, I'll come back when I got it right to where I want it. I'll show you the next step. Okay, I've got it pretty close to my line. I just got to round over a couple of the corners a little more, which takes no time at all. Then I'll move up to actually building a dome on it like this, and then I'll move it up to a little more and a little more and a little more till I've got a, you know, yeah, I'm 30 now, but something closer to this shape. This is the ring my wife made me. Pretty nice. This is a black quartz crystal, and it looks pretty good. I like it, at least. But yeah, let me round this up and be right back. Well, I got it, you know, pretty close to the round shape I want. A little more right there. If you hold it still on here, it'll just cut a big old flat spot in it. And now what I want to do is tip it up to about 45. As you can see, it's got a little bit of a bevel now. What I'll end up doing is cutting that bevel all the way to the bottom of the rock, and then I'll start another bevel going the other way. Alright, now we have that bevel cut all the way down to the bottom edge. So now I want to go a lot steeper. And you can see now it's got a little flat spot on the top, not much. Now you can see it's pretty well finished. That's the shaping. Now what I'll do is I'll go up a couple grits, do it again and again and again. And once I get done with that, we're really not taking any more rock, just a little bit more rock off, not a whole lot. And as you can see here, I got 80 grit on up, 240, 320, 600, and 2500 and 3000 there. Once I'm done with that, I go over here. Let's see if we can get you in the lens here. This is a buffing wheel, which I wet. And then a little cerium oxide powder. Just kind of paint it on here with the toothbrush. Doesn't take a whole lot. It spreads really good. And as I use it, it'll move it around a little bit. But I try to set that off to the side because once this turns on, she squirts. Alright, it's pretty much done squirting. Hopefully I didn't get any on the lens. But what I'll do to the rock, once it's at 3000 polish, I'll put it on here and just basically work it. Which doesn't do a whole lot to this one because all that polish gets into the little nooks and crannies. You can see a little chip out of it right there that I'd have to remove. But that's pretty much the last step. I'll set that aside. Set those aside here. I got a couple that are finished in here. You can see they come out really nice. I mean, once they're polished up and done, this will go into a ring for sure. I got a piece of carnelian here. That'll be another piece if it comes off nicely. Just a piece of quartz I was playing with. Odd shape. Probably won't do anything with it. It's not that great. Another one here. And these are all pretty much done. They need cleaned, of course. Still pretty cool. And the easiest way to get these off the sticks is put them all in the freezer, and then once they're frozen good, you just pop the rocks off. You be real careful, don't lose them, don't drop them. But yeah, figured I'd just give you a quick look at what I do. I will go more in depth into everything at some point, probably step-by-step processes, but I figured I'd give you a little short look at what I do and how it ends up. I mean, sorry, still dirty. This is silver. My wife does the silver work on her station over here. And black quartz, get in the sun here, it came out pretty nice. Considering I started with a crystal shaft. Wasn't sure what I was going to end up with, but she's got a little box here. Oh, not that one. I don't want to open that one. Nope, not that one. Not that one. This one. As you can see, she's got quite a few in here. These ones over here are ones I've already done. These are ones she's purchased. And what's she making out of them? I don't know where she keeps that stuff that she's already finished, but she's got a pretty good station going here. Bracelets, mandrel for bracelets. She has a mandrel for rings, so she can do rings in any size. All kinds of different stuff for different things. This is her buffing station for the silver, which is my old bench lathe, which that lathe is pretty nice. Not sure what everything is. I made her a copper spoon for dipping into the pickles and the soldering pickles, stuff like that. I think this is the one she's working on right now. Let me get it over here in the sun. And I believe this is the rock for it. It's a mess right now, but once it's cleaned up, it'll look pretty good. Outside of that, I want to just thank everybody for watching this. I'm sorry about that. This short little video. Kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing out here. And thanks for watching.